off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
Every home is different. Every family is different. So when it comes to a new heating and cooling system, why not get what fits you best? Get the perfect fit with Bryant. Maybe you need higher efficiency, better humidity control, increased warranty, or all the bells and whistles. Bryant provides options. Options in warranty, brand, comfort, and efficiency while maximizing savings. Call 467-1111 or visit BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
The bell rings and the school day starts. The future of our fiberhoods lies in their hands. That's why Allo Fiber invests in schools, students, and the next generation of leaders. If you sign up for Allo service between now and December 31st, Allo will donate $50 to the school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease for 36 months with proof credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to assigning, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See for details.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
The holiday season is here, and Sartor Heyman is making your shopping easy. Shop our wide selection of necklaces, earrings, or bracelets to our amazing line of watches. Looking for something truly unique? Consider our estate jewelry, or even build your own custom handcrafted piece with our in-house designers. The perfect gift at the perfect price. Christmas memories start with family and Sartor Heyman.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Look into my eyes. What do you see? It is the cult of personality. Living Color is a vibe, man. It is an absolute vibe. Thank you for hanging out with me. You know, one-on-one is its own vibe. I'm kind of thrilled because this weekend I'm going to Tampa tomorrow morning for UFC. Then I'm going to head to DC, and I'm going to get to hang out with this gentleman on Sunday. We figured out a thing. We'll talk about that in the course of the hour. 402-464-5685 is the Sartor Heyman text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? Come on in, hang out a bit, hit us with a what's up, and let's have a little conversation. Lots to talk about, lots to clear with our guests. And then if you want to follow on the live video streams, please do. Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo channel 961. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, it is, in fact, Wednesday, 6 o'clock Central Time. And we set the standard. We all take a deep breath. We all go back in time to when things were simple. The great voice.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
Get it.
Blustering in from sea, with a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
There are so many good things in that. There are phrases and words that we do not use. Quiver and quake. Like we don't get enough cymbal. We don't get enough concert bass drum to like we don't get enough of any of those. And we don't get enough Barry Thompson. Let's bring it to Coach.
You know, it's a silence that he uses in those pieces, right? A lot of times, right, when you're learning how to, that silence is something.
Right? That we say. We say that all the time, that sometimes silence speaks louder than the nonsense that can fill it.
Good storytellers know how to stand on silence. You know, they don't panic when there's no sound. They kind of know, and they keep you in that bridge for a while, and then they take you to the next thing. You know, it kind of, you know, you can kind of do it just when you're talking a little bit, just pause a little bit, and you're wondering what's coming next, and he delivers bomb after bomb.
Well, it's the great identifier for the best conversations, for the best cinema, the best music. All is in the space, in the pause, in the cause, all those things. Rhythm matters.
Yep.
Spacing in every sport matters. Yep. Right? You don't have to bunch a whole bunch of things in. Let's simplify communication between coach and player. Right? Let's simplify it.
Simplify.
Allow it to breathe. Barry, get under. Don't rush.
Yep. Nope.
What John would say: be quick, don't rush.
Be quick, but don't hurry. Be quick, but don't hurry. Right? And Walton said, I still don't know what that means, but it's an apt phrase. It's an apt phrase that I've used it a lot. I've always said, and I've said this to you, there's a lot of certifications out there for coaches when you have to coach at the high school and the youth level. All of them are basically around safety, which they should be. But man, the big certification all those coaches should have to take, I think, is a John Wooden certification. You know, just on his homilies, the different things that he said, they're so poignant when it comes to just dealing with individuals. Coach K. I don't know him like
Mhm.
that. Coach
Mhm.
K. There's a quote that said, he said a lot of people make a big mistake of immersing themselves in X's and O's more than they do in understanding people. And, among all of this stuff, there's still humans at the end of the process, and it's humans that make it work. And it's the simplest kind of things that make humans tick. It's that hierarchy, that pyramid that most people took Psych 101, right? It's not Maslow. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's hierarchy of needs, belongingness and all that stuff is at the bottom. And then, self-awareness and all the stuff at the top, whatever that is. When you're dealing with a group of people, you really can't get far away from those things. They really, really, truly matter.
There's simplicity in sports, and we've gotten, because of media and the internet and the kind of engagement that happens, that everybody feels like they know everything. They feel like they've heard everything. They feel like they need to repeat what they've heard. And the reality, they're simple. We forget the humane part of it.
Right.
The fact that you can take somebody that knows the X's and O's of football, put them in the wrong situation and circumstance, and it's very difficult for them to succeed. You can take somebody who, quite frankly, walked into a situation that has all the pieces, all the recipes for a great full course meal. Yeah. And they will screw it up because of the timing, and they don't understand the nuance behind it. And Barry, I say that to say this: today's news is interesting in the sense that I think simplicity is the best way to look at sports. Barry's been in a room, and I've said this with young people learning to play at a higher level, that when chaos happens, slow down.
Yep.
And chaos ceases to exist. And
I'm sorry you're making a great point, but I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it is a great point. Talk about it. It reminds me of a great story I had with my daughter one time. Talk about this, and I don't know if I've ever told you this story. She was coming home and she was, okay and stuff. And I said, "What's going on?" And asked her about things, and we were talking, and she says, "Yeah, but there's this girl at recess that chases me." And I said, "What is she?" I said, "She always chase you?" She says, "Yes, she chases me, and I don't like it." And so I went through the normal process of doing it. And I, talking to her about this and that. And she said, no. And I said, okay, well, the next time she chases you, just stop running. She goes, but she'll catch me. I said, but just stop running. Just stop. And so she came home the next day. She was a little happier. So what happened? She said, "Dad, I did what you told me." And she didn't chase me.
The chasing stops.
So I'm sorry to interrupt your point, but I just had that story. You're right.
No, it is that thing, right, Barry, that we go through sports cycles so quickly now because of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, every single person who listens to this station feels like they have a higher degree of knowledge and intel on everything that happens in sports. You can talk.
That's your fault, because you got a lot of smart people talking sports, so they're listening.
Well, but it's that high volume, high repetition of information.
Right.
But the reality is, even the people with the microphone and in the room have bit and partial information.
Right.
That if you ask most football fans about Bill Belichick,
right,
they will have an in full opinion about who he is, why he's successful, what he's doing with his life, and why he would make this decision of going to North Carolina. If you ask Tar Heel fans 3 days ago about their football program, they would have pouted and pooed and just absolutely made them, and without full knowledge of, wait a minute, you have the resources, history, and location to attract this generation's greatest football coach.
Right.
And now both of them have to reassess everything they thought they knew because it wasn't true.
Well, let's talk about the simple. The simple reason he's there is because Atlanta Falcons, that negotiation fell apart. So it's real simple. He wanted to coach, and the Atlanta thing didn't work out. And who approached whom? And you've got the landscape of college football that, people were, criticizing Dion, Coach Prime. And he kept saying, this is an NFL. He kept running it, getting people out. He was the guy out front saying it. And now everybody else is repeating it. So why wouldn't it? Now, there's sometimes when people speak, you don't listen to them fully. I heard Belichick speak, what was it on the I'm just getting plugged into the sports ready thing, but the guy has a real former kicker. And he kind of yes, I'm sorry, I'm not educated, but he said in that show, he used the word education. He said it's an NFL level program, but at the college level, and he called it an education. And when you listen to things like that, he's not a guy who's reckless with words. And he goes on to say the time management, and he goes to list the other things. I think there's a couple things that you can see in college sports. One is make it a degree, because the answer to all this chaos is who can create an environment where players want to stay. Who can do that? Because it's not money. Was it the Soto signing? What was it, $700 and some million? And the story was that the Yankees lost out on him by $5 million. I mean, you believe that? Mm-hmm. That there's something that he needed $5 million more that he could do in his life. It wasn't the money. It was something else. And so with this chaos that seems to be going on, the opportunity, first is going to create opportunities for coaches who can get it right, who understand it's about people and doing that stuff. And the second thing, the big opportunity is going to be for coaches and institutions who can figure out, yeah, we're doing this. Yeah, we're offering this, but you'll want to stay here because it's better than any place else. You're going to get more out of bang for your buck here than you will anywhere else. That's the proposition, right? And the odd thing that's going to bring it back, the easiest thing to bring it back to that is actually education. These schools have been resisting making football and the things that are involved in the high-level sports have been resisting making it a degree. And you look at the NFL industry is like a $40 billion industry. I don't know what the NBA, they're talking about starting merging with FIBA and going international. Those industries, when you're in the billions of dollars, they need every white-collar profession in the world to run that industry. And here you have a highly motivated population of people who are highly interested in the industry, and everybody knows that of the percentage that comes there, only 3% are going to make it, 97% aren't. So what are you doing for the 97% that would make them want to stay and go through the 3 years or the 4 years with you? That's what's going to be the game changer. And go ahead.
So let's unravel. Remember, we're going to slow down when chaos happens, because if you download a lot of information, you cannot consume all of that information. So let's go back to the beginning of it. No, you rewind it to go back to the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, if you hear Belichick make the conversation that he wants to coach, to say that the Atlanta Falcons were the only place that he considered coaching wouldn't be a statement of truth.
Mm-hmm.
It leads you to, if you want to find out the real truth, go back a step further, that he wanted to coach. And remember that he actually flew in and had dinner with the Commanders. He had several conversations with the Ravens. He had several conversations around the NFL. He had several conversations with colleges. So he wanted to coach. Then you have to ask, but wait, you didn't want to coach with the Patriots, or did you?
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you get from coaching? What does Bill Belichick? Again, it is a very short roll call.
Right.
For the people who could be in that room having that conversation. Then what does he get from it? What does he want to get from it?
Well,
and
I think
the universities, of all the universities,
right,
to choose, to consider breaking your peace and silence, he chose the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill,
right,
which,
go ahead,
by most immediate metrics, doesn't meet anything that we can put a quantifiable level of interest in.
Well, okay, let's back it up a little bit further.
There we go.
Okay, so let's go back. We know that Bill Belichick, after Cleveland, and even at Cleveland to some extent in a different way, but certainly after Cleveland, was very specific about where he was going to coach. He signed a contract with the Jets, correct, to coach there, and then backed out of it, and then chose to coach at New England, and it was the right decision. So what we do, his history kind of indicates that whatever he wants out of it, it's in North Carolina, and it wasn't in the other places. And so we could guess as to what that is, but I would guess at 72, there's something that he's going to pick a place that he doesn't have to put up with things that he doesn't think he has to put up with. He's 72.
And he has history with North Carolina.
Right. Okay. And then that he wants an environment that he's free to do what he wants to do his way. So whatever those other situations were offering, we know that North Carolina offered the most of that. We know that he likes the education rigor, the naval background. Carolina has an academic tradition as well as a sports excellence tradition. So we could speculate, but we do know that he's particular about where he lands. And we do know that when he does land recently, he has the environment he has the conditions he has the things that he needs that he thinks that he needs to be successful. He just wasn't. Well, I think he's got to have control, and I think he's got to be able to shape this program exactly the way that he wants it. I'm sure they had a long discussion about, the staff budget and who he would bring in, who would report to whom. I'm sure that was a discussion, because when you get into these colleges, you have the presidents at the top who are going to kind of sign off on contracts in most cases. You have the board of trustees that are kind of, watching the money, and then you have the donors that are involved, and then there's the coach, right? And the coach has to run this kind of track meet between keeping the trustees on his side, taking the donors' money. But when you take the donors' money, that usually there's a quid pro quo, right? The donor's going to give you some money, but then the donor wants to have a say. So there's a tangled web that you have to run on these college campuses to be a college coach. And I'm sure what he negotiated, I'm positive, is kind of a straight through line on how that was going to be handled. Much like at Stanford, I took note of that situation, that they put Andrew Luck in charge of it, and all the football stuff reports directly to him. Now, whether he's the guy to do it or not, it kind of streamlines the process. It lets you know who's in charge, and then Andrew can deal with the donors and the people up above, but the football stuff comes straight to him. I think the most surprising thing about Belichick will be how long will it take for Carolina to start giving college credits for some of the things that he's going to require these football players to do, and will they convert courses that are more amenable to what the football players are doing and what they may likely be doing, the job placement aspect of it, the connections to different levels of the NFL, different areas of sports management. I think that's going to be the most interesting thing. I think that's the most interesting thing.
So several things. That is to say that if that is true, that the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, will become the front runner and the pioneer for academic indulgence when it comes to college football and its professional value. Fair?
Yep.
And that somehow Bill Belichick from the sidelines, swooping in like Jimmy Superfly Snooker from the top of the cage,
yes,
has managed to change in one leap, one felt strong leap, change the landscape and the functional operation mode of collegiate football and the education that manages it.
Yep. I like it. And then here, I'll play it out a little bit further. The ACC conference itself, which is really in a decreasing position, and you look at UVA and their grad requirements for getting people in, except for Clemson and in the past Florida State, They've had trouble kind of competing. Boston College has the same issues. This gives the ACC schools, if they adopt this template, if this is just my theory, that if they adopt this template, it gives them a bulwark against the other schools that have more money.
Well,
That you
but
could,
but see, in order for this to happen, credentialed football academia, there are some acts of Congress that are going to happen on a universal and a fully accepted basis that places who play football are not going to accept at all.
I think that those schools will fall victim to all the rich alumni that they have created who have an interest in their teams being competitive. And I think that's where the crack in the I think there'll be a little crack in that.
I'm just this is I sitting down blocks away from the University of Nebraska Lincoln.
Yep.
Nah, dog.
Don't think it's gonna happen.
Nah, dog.
Well, listen. I paid attention to what he said. He used the word education several times, and I just say this: I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens.
Nothing would surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Am I intrigued by it? That's the Captain Chaos version.
Yeah.
Of it. Barry Thompson, DP 101. We'll be right back to hold this down.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day with a light breeze and an afternoon high around 31. Tonight, mainly cloudy and calm with a low around 16. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies with light winds and a high around 28. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
On the farm from dawn till dusk, hardworking hands tend to the land, equipment, and the animals. But your hard work deserves a little relaxation too. Visit the Nebraska Ag Expo, December 10th through the 12th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. See all the latest ag innovations in livestock and equipment, precision ag, drone, and AI tech, crop inputs, grain storage, and more. Take a break from the daily grind and recharge at the Nebraska Ag Expo. You deserve it. Sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday sales event is now underway with unbelievably low interest rates and huge discounts on both our new and pre-owned inventory. Right now, we're offering 0% interest rates or $13,000 off select new models. These are the absolute biggest discounts of the year. You heard right, 0% interest rates or $13,000 off select new models. So please stop on in or check us out online at CoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit, must trade, and Costco.
The holiday season is here, and Sartor Heyman is making your shopping easy. Shop our wide selection of necklaces, earrings, or bracelets to our amazing line of watches. Looking for something truly unique? Consider our estate jewelry, or even build your own custom handcrafted piece with our in-house designers. The perfect gift at the perfect price. Christmas memories start with family and Sartor Heyman.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals. And get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $395 per month, lease with 36 months with proof credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to assigning, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Second segment, One-on-One with Barry Thompson. We want to do a couple of things, take care of a little business before, for folks out there listening that want to, put a smile on somebody's face. We have a way to do that. It won't cost you anything. Or if you know somebody that's having a tough time that maybe, deserves a smile, or somebody that you care about that you just want to put a smile on the face, and there's a way to do it. Sitting on the desk here is this beautiful chocolate raspberry rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. And the holiday season, we're partnering with Beatrice Bakery for some holiday cake giving. We appreciate you tuning into the ticket shows all holiday season. You can nominate people or organizations that you believe are in need of some delicious cake, courtesy of Beatrice Bakery. And we've done this over the course of the years, and we're doing it throughout the holiday, just in the act of giving something additional to put on the tree or put on the table or to share with family and friends. From Grandma's Fruitcake, chocolate rum, strawberry daiquiri, and much more, Beatrice Bakery and the Ticket want to give a world of young to the most deserving people in Lincoln. You can head to BeatriceBakery.com. You can view the selection. You can get some cakes for your holiday get-together. Send us a text, 402-464-5685, or an email to info@theticketfm.com. All cakes have to be picked up at the Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street, downtown Lincoln, within 2 days of winning. But if you want to put a smile on somebody's face, this is a wonderful, wonderful way to do that. From the text line, says, I wouldn't hire Belichick for a college program. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think that's the flex you think of it. I don't know what we're talking about football. Yeah, there are no greater minds in football at any level greater than Bill Belichick when it comes to football, and his ability to turn a late round quarterback into the GOAT, and to do it together, and then to do it with the systems and players in play in New England. Again, not necessarily the hub. New England wasn't the hub for football until they turned it into that, and they being a part of it, but he gets as much credit as anybody. He and Brady and a group of players. You can't name 5 receivers who played for him for 7 years or more, right? Because there was an avalanche of receivers who went through the system, and then he turned the Edelmans and Amendolas into household names and did those things. So what North Carolina has done and what college football now has to deal with is a force. It is a force. And we were talking about the academic and the educational side, and I think that will really play itself out over time. The quicker fix and the quicker impact will be in the transfer portal and the 105 player rosters that will exist, and then this coaching staff that will be put together for North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And Barry, I think for me, Jay and I were talking about, and my question was, how many coaches, period, could walk into the living rooms of American Elite 11 quarterbacks and have more pull and leave the room with more quarterbacks than Bill Belichick?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. Although things change quickly, there, believe it or not, there's probably kids out there who are getting a star rating, and they go, "Yeah, Brady, I heard of him," but
yeah,
he's
but their
not
dads
Lamar.
know.
Yeah, but
Their
he's
dads
not Lamar.
know.
It changes quickly.
Their dads know the hoodie. Their coaches
Their
know
dads
the hoodie.
know, but you know how sometimes it goes between dads and sons. Yeah, their dads. It does carry a lot of weight with their parents sitting there to explain to their kids, "Hey, this guy," and a mom or two who's a Brady fan would say, "Hey, no, this is where you're going."
Well, how many, Barry, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How many coaches in America can walk in with all the Super Bowl rings?
Well, there you go. The
Right?
rings. The
they
rings.
all identify with the Super Bowl rings.
Right. They would understand. They'd recognize what those are.
Yeah.
It's singular. And it brings up a point. I kind of texted you earlier. This to me will be a matter of who figures out how to get people to stay. And then the other thing we talk about simplicity is that there are coaches out there who don't need 50. Some of them only need one. Some only need 3, and they can make it work because they'll build things around it to make those 3 successful. Or in his case, they built the whole thing around 1 to make it successful. So there are people out there who don't need much space and can look at it and know exactly what they need to make this thing successful. And it's something I've been talking to, a lot of times coaches have these talks in the off seasons, and something that's been coming up for me a lot with the season I just had at WNL and talking to some of my college, some coaching buddies. I said, there's a difference between scheme and everything else. And then there's a difference there. That's one thing, but knowing how to win a football game is a whole different thing. Like, how do you put it together? Not game by game, but structurally, how do you put things together in a way that that formula is going to lead to winning football games? And to me, when you talk about somebody like Belichick or you talk about Deion, like him or not, these are people who kind of pose a thing. I know how to go win. I know how to go do this. I know what I need to go win, right? I know this, it needs to look like this, or it needs to be built like this. It needs to fit like this. I need this type of player to make it go win. And those coaches, the coach at Indiana, he has a formula. He knows what he needs to win, right? He's done it multiple times, different places, different resources. Those coaches are going to spot a tremendous opportunity in this environment.
I think for me that there's a fascination that, again, of when Bill Belichick walks on the sideline of Dilfer's Elite 11 quarterback camp, he doesn't need all 11 quarterbacks. He wants one, and he don't even need the best one. There's one that fits him,
right?
That he will be able to get,
yes.
and then put with an already existing of 104 other dudes,
right?
Right. And we also know that there's more value for any of those people who are going to choose to play for Belichick. There's going to be a full understanding in advance that there's a different level of expectation for the amount of work being put in, for the type of representation you're going to be as a person. We understood that along the way, right? You have a full cosign of, listen, It worked for Randy Moss. It worked for Tom Brady. It worked for Teddy Bruschi. It worked for Rich Seymour. All of those things. And then anybody that he's reaching out for, he knows that they fit what he wants to do from a football standpoint.
No, you're exactly right. And I think, going back to the quarterback thing, the guy's been popping up in my mind a lot lately for whatever reason is Bo Nix. And I think about Bo Nix, who was at Auburn. And for some reason, Bo Nix had to leave Auburn. He went to Oregon, and then he is an NFL rookie starter. And you think about the universe of schools that produce first-round quarterbacks, small. And you think about the universe of colleges that produce first-round rookie quarterbacks who are starters and have their team in the playoff hunt, even small list, right? And to think that a school, any school, had a guy who had that potential in their midst, and the people there, whatever it was, didn't recognize that this is the guy and this is the guy we should develop things around, kind of speaks a little bit to the fluidity of, or maybe the lack of understanding in some cases of the evaluation process of what it takes to build a team to win. And I'm not picking on Auburn. I'm not, one way or the other, but, they haven't had a lot of great success like they did. I think Cam was the last one, right? Cam was the last one, Malzahn. They had that little run. Maybe the guy after him, they made a little noise. But yeah, it speaks to that. And a guy like Belichick, you look at Deion. Deion's done this thing with 3 people, right? He went to 2 different places with 3 people, 3 special people, granted, but with 3 people. The characters around them change each thing, but he's done it with 3 people. That's somebody who knows, okay, this is what I need to go win. And, and be fair to Nebraska. Coach Rule has a track record, right? Yeah. So, he has a vision about what he thinks he needs to win. And this is the 3rd year coming up. So maybe this is, you begin to see as the pieces come together, it coming out. But you're in an environment now where it happened so quickly. You had, was it Arizona State kind of turned things around on the dime, right? Indiana turned around on the dime. You have SMU that was in the American, what was it, AAC? It was called the conference, AAC, the American Athletic or whatever it's called.
Now it's the Atlantic Coast Conference.
And then they went and got to the ACC championship game.
Right, it's their conference. It's their conference now.
Like, where'd that come from? I mean, SMU has a proud history, but after that Pony Express thing, right, they were busted up and down for a while, and here all of a sudden they come out of the woodwork. So it's out there, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah, Belichick parking his rings on the table. I think the other thing with Belichick is he has that family of Patriots, and so it's not just him. It's Gronk coming down to visit with a tight end. It's Teddy Bruschi coming to say hello to a linebacker. It's Tom Brady saying hello to a quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's that army of people that he doesn't have to say what he has to say. He's like, well, here's my resume. I know you don't know me, young man, but here are the rings, and here's my resume here.
Well, there's a big part of that anybody whose house Coach Belichick walks in with Branch on his sleeve, who doesn't know who they are, probably aren't his dudes anyway.
Yeah, could be. You're right. You're right.
You want to talk about the great weeding system of a guy that is a student of the game.
Right.
You are not going to be able to process football at the level I'm going to need for you to, if you don't understand who the guy sitting next to me on my couch is.
Yeah, if you don't know who the Godfather is. But I'm telling you, TB, it passes quickly. Even in my own little circle, I've passed the part where I talk about my accomplishments. What I do is I put all the quarterbacks out front, right? I just say, you want to know about me? Here's the list. Go talk to them.
Well, you pull a Signetti, go Google me.
Yeah. And I said, there you go. Just I put that, it's right on our website. Put it out there. There's a list. You find, I'll do stuff with my bio, but that current thing with these kids is very important. He'll be able to pull that in. It's going to be important. It's got to be tangible to him.
Yeah, it becomes elite in the space that no matter, and I think as college game evolves and the business of it evolves, and Houston and Tech talking about pro teams buying into college teams.
Yeah.
Well, but that was the old way.
Yeah.
That was the old NFL was regional. The drafting was regional to the pro team.
Yep.
So if you were Kansas City, you had right of first refusal for Missouri and Nebraska because it made sense to them.
Yeah.
Dallas would go through Texas A&M and Texas. That's why those players seemed to all fit.
Right.
But then they figured that regionally you were restricting yourselves. But here's the part that that's really happening: that there are investors, there are businesses who are buying into programs.
Yes.
And that's where the business will take place, is that the businesses will go in and buy 51% of Nebraska's athletic department.
Yep.
Give them funding and get their own value from it.
Right.
Right. Because if you're pulling $121 million back to the bottom line, that if you're a funding agency, that makes all the sense in the world.
Yes,
those are the discussions that we're about to have.
Yeah, and the thing that makes it a win-win is that you can't write off the NIL money. You know, schools are basically nonprofits. You can't write off the NIL money. So the investors that come in and take that up, they kind of alleviate that part of it, and then the schools can keep their It's an interesting development that's going to take place.
Well, this is where folks like DP come in, and instead of it being donation, then these are folks who are making money based off of the student athletes actually doing something for the money.
There we go.
And that was part of the process, is that as people figure out how this works, my thought was do business.
Yeah.
Give them actual equity in what they're doing and time spent, and everything will work out just fine. But that's why we're here doing what we're doing. So again, folks, playing catch up, that sometimes things that the ticket was doing 5 years ago wasn't really a surprise. We'll throw it to break. We'll close out with Barry Thompson and ask him, what you cooking?
Let's eat.
We'll talk about that with Barry Thompson, one-on-one, the ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through December 15th, enjoy thick-cut Iowa pork chops for $1.99 per pound. Boneless beef crock pot roast for $4.99 per pound. Plus, they're now taking orders for prime rib, filet mignon, and other holiday items. And don't forget the $50 holiday box now through Christmas. Always a great gift. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals. And get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
On the farm from dawn till dusk, hardworking hands tend to the land, equipment, and the animals. But your hard work deserves a little relaxation too. Visit the Nebraska Ag Expo, December 10th through the 12th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. See all the latest ag innovations in livestock and equipment, precision ag, drone, and AI tech, crop inputs, grain storage, and more. Take a break from the daily grind and recharge at the Nebraska Ag Expo. You deserve it. Sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
Every home is different. Every family is different. So when it comes to a new heating and cooling system, why not get what fits you best? Get the perfect fit with Bryant. Maybe you need higher efficiency, better humidity control, increased warranty, or all the bells and whistles. Bryant provides options. Options in warranty, brand, comfort, and efficiency while maximizing savings. Call 467-1111 or visit BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's all-new Ridge lineup. The Ridge XR, Ridge HVAC, and the Ridge Limited, all built to take on your day with a full factory cab, including heat and AC. Stop by Indian Motorcycle of Lincoln today and rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of December. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft on end-of-the-year specials store-wide at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your County Veteran Service Officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment of One on One. And the question becomes simple. Barry Thompson,
talk to me.
What are you cooking?
Man, queso fundido. Queso fundido. So it's cheese. I'll spell it out because people can Google a recipe. Fundido. Queso fundido. If you make this, you'll slap somebody next time they bring you nachos and cheese to the table. All right.
Oh, okay, here we
so
go.
there's a lot of simple recipes. It basically involves chorizo. You kind of cook the chorizo off. You take half of the chorizo that you cook out. You put some cheese in there, usually a melty kind of cheese. You let it melt in the oven, then you pull it out and you top the rest with the remaining the other half of the cake, the chorizo, and then you usually use a sturdy chip or a flour tortilla. You just reach in there and grab it. But we're gonna take it up a little notch, DP. We got to do a little bit different, just a little bit different. All right. So the classic cheese is called Oaxaca. There are tiendas in Lincoln, I know, but if you can't find it, use a block cheese like mozzarella, maybe a combination like pepper jack. You don't want the fresh mozzarella because it has too much moisture in it. You take those 2 blocks of cheese, you what do you call it? You grate those down. You may add a little bit of cornstarch to it. It helps a little bit. Then you're going to prepare your chorizo. When you cook the chorizo, it's like cooking like bacon. If you like your bacon crispy, you kind of let it go until it's crispy. Just as it gets there, you take a little bit of poblano pepper. Down in the pepper family, there's green pepper, poblano, jalapeno, serrano. So poblanos, don't be scared of them. Put them in till they're a little bit al dente. Then as that gets there, optional, you can add some mushrooms to it, a little bit of garlic, and let's see, I think that's about it. We may add a little bit of butter because butter makes everything better. And that's you've got your topping all fixed. So you're going to take half of that mixture and put it to the side. The other half is in that pan. That's when your cheese goes in. And then you just keep stirring the cheese. You lower the heat, keep stirring the cheese until it melts and everything gets mixed in with it. And then when it's done, you have it fill out throughout the pan. You take the half of that mixture that you made, you sprinkle that on top. You get some queso fresco. I'm going to pause right here. And you get a little bit of cilantro.
Okay.
And you get your chip and you get your flour tortilla, and you will have a blast watching any sport game this weekend. Queso fundido. YouTube it, get on it. Don't be intimidated. You can thank me later.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't
Go
be
on and get it in. Greatly appreciated. From the text line, yes, we've got your recommendations and referrals, people that you want to make a smile. Let's do that. Harrison will take care of it. We've got the names and contact information. Put those in. We will be giving these out over the course of the holidays. So all of the different shows throughout the course of the day. Barry Thompson, thank you, my friend. I will see you Sunday.
Yeah, see you Sunday.
Wizards Celtics. Let's
win number
go.
4. Win number 4. Win number 4.
Let's go.
Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out